In our DR SCABS mnemonic device, the first steps of first aid care are to assess the scene for danger and to check the casualty's responsiveness. As you arrive at the scene of an emergency, you need to immediately begin assessing the scene for danger. Ask yourself the following key questions. Is the scene safe? Scene safety should be your primary concern. Be aware of your surroundings at all times for your own safety and the safety of casualties. What is the mechanism of injury? What caused the injuries, and is that cause still active? How many casualties are there, and how severe are their injuries? Triage of care, or deciding who to treat first, will be based upon the severity and number of casualties, as well as whether you can access the casualties and whether you have the necessary materials to treat them. Does the first aid care provider have any additional help? You may have to work alone if you're providing first aid care in an emergency. Does the casualty have a cervical spine or neck injury? When providing first aid, you must consider precautions for neck and spine injuries, even if the situation does not allow for proper treatment of a spinal injury. When moving a casualty with a neck or spinal injury, it is critically important to keep their head, neck, and spine in a straight line. If there is active danger at the scene, do not try to treat the casualty. Move yourself and the casualties to safety as quickly as possible. If there is potential danger, use your judgment. If possible, treat life-threatening bleeds before moving yourself and casualties to safety. We detail the steps for tourniquet application in a separate video. If the casualty is able to walk, let them walk on their own to safety. For unresponsive casualties, carry or drag them as safely and quickly as possible. Some questions to consider. Is the cause of danger still active? If so, how can it be avoided? Where is the nearest safe location or cover from danger? How far is it? Can the casualties move on their own? If so, let them do so. Do you need assistance in carrying casualties to safety? If so, request assistance from others, including from casualties who are still mobile. If you suspect that the casualty suffered a neck or spine injury, you will need to take special care to immobilize that injury. If you need to move the casualty, do so with great care and keep the head, neck, and spine stable and in a straight line. Once you've determined that the scene is safe enough, you can proceed to the next step of DR SCABS, checking the response levels of casualties.